It is another beautiful Friday here on the African Portal Radio TV International. I welcome every one of you, no matter the country you reside, no matter where you are. I welcome you to another great time. This is Weekend Extra coming to you live and direct from our studio here in Pretoria, South Africa. And we're going to be discussing a very vital and very important topic, overcoming the hardship. And I have one of our very own that will be connecting with me in the studio that we're going to discuss and talk about a book. And as you are coming in, no matter the country you reside, kindly share this program. Share it as many times as possible. The more you share this program, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. I celebrate those of you connecting, no matter where you are. Thank you for the pleasure of your time. Welcome to the African Portal Radio TV International. All right, we plan it on Wednesday, but unfortunately, it's not happening. But today, God have ordained it that the Good Friday is going to be the day for the conversation as we're celebrating the death and the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. And to every Christian across the globe, shalom to every one of you. And to all the Muslim across the globe, I say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi Babarakatu to everyone. Welcome to another beautiful time on the African Portal Radio TV. My guest is already here in the studio with me. Let me allow my guest to come into the program. I welcome you specially, and I want you to please introduce yourself to the listeners at home.
Hi, everyone. Greetings to everyone from our beautiful UK. My name is Senada Dervisevic. I am author of the book Overcoming Hardship, and I'm also motivational speaker and empowering women coach. So, like a friend of mine was saying, we're supposed to do this event on Wednesday, but we could not do it. So we just decided that 1 hour ago, let's do it now. And we made it this possible because God wanted us to do this today on special day, Good Friday. So I just want to say the Christian audience, happy Easter, everybody, and to all Muslim community, Ramadan Mubarak, and God bless you all.
All right, let's get to the business of the day. It's going to be a beautiful conversation. I'm so excited to see your beautiful face, and I welcome you to our space. And I'm so excited to put you on the spotlight on our space. The African Portal is the voice of Africa and is the global voice. And I'm putting you on the spotlight right here, right now, to talk about your book. And at the same time, let's firstly talk about the journey. Let's talk about the achievement. Let's talk about your own belief and why overcoming the hardship in time such as this. So let's get to the business of it. But before that, before you talk about that, let me just quickly take you in a journey that everyone that is joining us, I just want to give you a few background of my guest in the studio. She is one of the great women of our time. She's doing well in our community, in our society, based in UK from Europe. And also she's one of the women that believe in the humanity. You know, one of the things I tell people is that God don't say religion, God say human being. That is why when it's raining, the rain is falling on top of everyone, regardless of nature, regardless of your color, regardless of your belief, regardless of your religion. When it's raining, it's coming upon everyone. And when it's hot, everyone feels the hot. That means God only say the human being. So why is it that in these days and in this time, people discriminate, looking down on other people, probably because of their color, because of their religion, or because of their political view? This will be part of the conversation that will be gaining momentum on this program this hour. So if you are there and you are listening to this broadcast I just want you to please watch this program. In a brief introduction, she said, when life knocks you down, it can be difficult to get back. That is one of the phrases from the book. Yes, when the challenges of life knock you down, it may be very difficult for you to get up. But I want you to know that it's very important for you to get up, because if life knock you down and you remain on the ground, that means there is no life in you anymore. But as long as there is life, there is hope. You feel defeated and the negative voice are screaming loudly. All right, so I don't know what's negative sound voice that is speaking so loud in your ear, but this program is going to liberate your mindset, and it's going to liberate your mind, and it's going to set you apart. It's going to let you see, focus on the what is really matter. Call the real thing the real thing, and that will be the great time on this conversation. Join me to welcome this great woman of our time onto the African Portal Radio once again. Please tell us about your book, a quick introduction about the book.
So I wrote the Overcoming Hardship book, which when I was also overcoming the hardships in my life. So at that time as well, I was on my own. So it was challenging for me. So that really happened a few years ago. So in order what I've decided for people which are struggling around the world and which are alone, which don't have support from friends or family members, maybe the family like mine is living away, so they're not able to be with us. I wrote the book Overcoming Hardship in order to help every single person around the world how to overcome the hardships. So in this, my book, I shared not just my life experience, I shared my knowledge that I obtained in through my whole life. And this book has helped already so many people around the world. It is not just about how to overcome hardship. On other half of the book, I explain that it is possible after we overcome hardship to become successful again. Because when we overcoming hardship, it's everything dark in our life. We don't see any lights, and we keep asking ourselves all the time, when we gonna see that light? When is our life going to change? But the thing is, sometimes the God tests us as well with challenges in our life. But at the same time, He's preparing something better for us in our future. So this book gives you the baby step how to overcome challenges in our life and hardship, but also the half of book, it tells you how to motivate yourself and how to, by taking the each step, become successful again in your life.
All right, thank you very much. I love that introduction, and I want to sincerely appreciate every one of you that you are connecting. Please, your comment is very crucial, very important on this program. The more you share this program, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. And when you comment, the comment is the petrol that I'm using on this program to move fast. So if you want me to move fast and to flow well, please keep commenting. Let me see that you are there, you are watching this program. Or for those of you that will be watching it later, kindly like, share, and also comment. That will go a long way. Thank you very much. And the book is already available on Amazon. You can go and grab your copy. I don't know the challenges that you are facing. I don't know how difficult life becomes. I don't know what you are experiencing, but I want to tell you that there is a light before the tunnel, and also there is a light after the tunnel. So you don't need to give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on that situation. No matter what is happening in your life, hold on there. Help is on the way. All right. Sanada, let me just quickly do this. Let's talk about the hardship. You are telling us about your own true life story. A lot of people have never experienced hardship before in their life. What is the definition of your own personal definition of hardship? And what happened that give birth
Well,
to this book?
when I was 8 years old, I experienced the war. I'm originally from Bosnia. So in my country in 1992, when I was that time only 8 years old, the war happened. Suddenly I remember we just had a normal life and I was at school at that time. And suddenly the war happened. That's something that nobody was not expecting at all. And imagine being 8 years old and seeing all these horrible things that is happening. Because at the moment when I started to write this book, I think the war happened in Ukraine. And at the moment, as we know as well, lots of people are suffering in Palestine. So I pray to God as well that God help people in Palestine and all children, because my pain and heart is with them, because whatever they're facing at the moment, I have been facing while I was only 8 years old. And it's difficult moment of the life because as well during the war, I lost my two heroes. I lost my granddad and I lost my grandmom. So imagine going through that. And then when I was still little, I had to decide after where to escape, where to go, which country in the world to go so that I can stay alive. So I decided to come to UK. Imagine being that young. I did not even know one word in English at all. I did not been before in England. Everything was so new to me, and I'm in pain. I lost my hero, my main hero, which I needed the most, my mom. So that's the reason as well why I've written that book, in order to help these people at the moment and children of also Palestine. And that's time last year it was Ukraine, and the people as well, which have lost life in Bosnia during the war. So we have to help these people. If we cannot help directly, we have to find a way how we can help. And this was me helping them by writing my book, Overcoming Hardship, which people now can directly purchase it anywhere in the world from Amazon, which will give them baby steps, how to overcome that hardship and how to move on in their life, you know. And also due to the pandemic, when the pandemic happens, many of us have suffered with mental health, depression, and anxiety. Many of us did not know what's depression, what's an anxiety. Many of our communities, people which have been suffering with mental health, they could not even talk to family members or their parents because in some communities, this has been labeled as an illness. So people were hiding and have not even be free to talk about what they're going through. So from my medical field, because I worked in medical field for 15 years, I shared that as well, how to cope and overcome depression and anxiety, which still many people in the world are going through, facing through, and it's hard to receive that kind of help. And it's also expensive. Not many people cannot receive that medical help because it's very expensive for some people. So that's like few challenges that I've been facing, through my life. So that's why I decided to write this book, Overcoming Hardship, in order to help all those people that are going through the similar challenges I've been through in my life.
All right, everyone joining us, and I want to extend this book to everyone in any of the country where there is war, especially in Palestine, also in Gaza, and to everyone. You need the copy of this book because an anchor to what you are going through right now. A lot of people have been displaced. A lot of people have been killed. A lot of children have lost their father. Some have lost their mother in between. Hardship is when you are unable to do what you feel like doing. Hardship is when life becomes so difficult. Hardship it can come in any way. Financial hardship is there, lack of understanding from family, marital challenges, living together with a husband or wife that is abusive. There can be many ways that the hardship can come to your way. But it doesn't matter the kind of hardship you are facing. This book will definitely help you to overcome it and to become the better copy of yourself. All right. Saneda, let me quickly ask you this question. When you are going through all these challenges and you're going through all these pains, tell us, how do you overcome your own hardship?
I have to talk about this, how I overcome the importance of having hope and faith in God in our lives. You see, when we
Mm,
facing like the first challenges, like a war, like you said, there's no way out. And what happened
mm,
was that time I was with my families, bombs, everything was around me. The only
mm,
thing I, even as a child, being 8 years old, realized and said, the only who can help us at this time in our life, it's God.
mm.
So while I was facing through all that challenges, yes, I was praying all the time. What I mean by praying, I was constantly praying 24 hours because at those situations, you don't even sleep. You know, the hardship is so, bad and hurtful and full of pain. So that's when my faith in God has increased and become stronger than ever in my life. And hope is also important. Hope is important in our lives because we have to believe that we will, no matter what we're facing at the moment, we have to have hope that we will overcome these hardships in our life. And once we have hope and faith in God, and we start believing in ourselves too, that's when we realize we can overcome this and we can start taking that first baby step.
All right, thank you very much for that explanation. But I'm going to take you in a journey, and I'm going to put you on the hot seat. It's going to be more tricky and more harder now. We are getting to a place whereby we need to break it down and make it more practical, more real to everyone listening to us. You say when you have your own challenges, your hardship, you praying, you believe in God. Are you saying that the only solution to hardship is through prayer? What about if somebody is facing challenges or financial hardship? Is the person also need prayer? What is such person need? Is it the prayer or to get a job or to go and work? What is that person want?
With that
Need.
challenges, that challenges, we need some kind of support. Yes, the
Mm,
support is available. So, for example, one of the support is, it can be as well my book, because I'm explaining here. I've been through these challenges. I was down to zero, and how I become where I am today. And also other support is available. Like in the UK, you got bureaus advice where you can go and say, listen, I'm in debt. How can I get support? What can I do in this situation? So the support is available there, but we need to be willing to get up and find that support, or we need to connect with the right people. That's why the coaches are available around the world. Like I'm empowering women coach. So once you as well reach to one the coach, they tell you as well what's the next step to do. Or it could be for him as well going to the bank and taking the loan if he can, or getting a credit card. There's so many options available for that kind of hardship when we're talking about financial difficulties.
All right, let's look at you yourself. I mean, you are facing, I mean, face by face. I mean, you're facing a lot of challenges. You have to find your way out, and the way that you think is best for you is through prayer, believing, trust, hope in God and stuff like that. All right, let's talk about somebody listening to us like right now and say, I've tried all. I've tried all you mentioned, but still things don't change. What is the way forward for them?
Never give up. Do
Hmm.
not never give up, because every problem has solution. Do not
Hmm.
give up. And I'm going to say one quote, which is, when life knocks you down, if you can look up, you can get up.
Hmm.
So which
All right.
means, which
Go ahead.
means
Go ahead.
if they don't give up, they will be able to overcome any problem, because every problem has solution.
Wow. Every problem has solution. So if you don't give up, you will conquer the problem. All right. I love that. I love that. Okay, everyone joining us, if you want to send us comments, you can drop it. If you want to call into this to this program, just call us on +277033584. The line is open for those of you that would like to speak to us. You want to contribute, I would like to hear from you. You also want to add value to this conversation, I would also love to hear from you as well. So please kindly join us right now, right here. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. I'm so excited about it that I'm having this conversation. This book is available on all digital stores. Go and grab your copy. Don't die in silence. You need to read a book that will open your mind and your eyes to the reality of the time. She have been there. She have tasted it. She have experienced it. That is why she's talking from experience. How to overcome the hardship. All right, let's talk about it again. Let's look at the chapter 1 of your book. What does the chapter 1 of the book say? And why do you make it chapter 1?
The chapter 1 is the main one about the war. Because even for me, it was really, really difficult when I started writing this book to share the story. Because my book was, I think I've written it 2 months before, but my publisher asked me, please, can you share the story? But I said to my publisher, this is going to be hard for me because I lost to my
Hmm.
hero. And by writing that, it's like all those bad memories were coming. So I was literally writing that chapter with my tears on, because
Hmm.
it's not easy to write something like that you overcome, especially when you lost the loved ones. You see, when we when we like in financial difficulties, we can still go and get a job and make a money. When we
Hmm.
when we can't buy something, or when we lose the book or anything, we can still buy it. But when we lose the lost ones, we cannot return them back no matter what. And that was the
Hmm.
hardest chapter of my book to write, because it was all my memory of my mom. And with me being a youngest child in the family, I was always with my mom 24/7, you know. But I decided to share that in order to help the children around the world which are facing the same challenges. Not about the war only, the kids which don't have that parent, and which we did, like for example, from young age, I did not have any that even financial or parental support. So I had to grow up very fast. I have to grow up to become adult, because I knew when I came in UK, I don't have any support. I don't have my parents here. My mom is, I lost my mom. So I had to become an adult and an independent adult and individual from my young age.
Wow, wow, wow. No, man. I love that. And I love the way you are putting it together. And to everyone listening to us, you listen to what happened in chapter one. You need to go out there, go and grab your copy. This book is available on all the bookstore. You can get it there. And we're going to get to that as well. We're going to talk about it. All right, let's look at your confidence and let's look at your what is keeping you going. Where do you derive the spirit? Where do you derive the power? Where do you derive the momentum to continue with what you are doing?
Like I said, the importance in my life is faith in God. The second thing I would always say, people, and I stood up with this quote: surround yourself with OQP. What does that mean? Surround yourself only with quality people.
Mm,
So it's important the environment we are in and who we surrounded with. Because if you're surrounded with only quality people, if you're already confident like me, then you're going to get more confidence. You can learn something from people like that.
mm,
But if you're surrounded with wrong people, trust me, you cannot learn anything. They'll drag you down even more, and you won't be able to succeed in your life at all. And that's the truth. That's the reality. So, and I always keep going, because even in my book, main quote is, if you believe it, you will achieve it. I have always
mm,
believed myself. First, you have to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you can never get
no
that
one else.
confidence. Nobody cannot
Mm,
help you, cannot get that confidence. So I always, like I said to you, I had to grow up very fast. I was child, but I had to act and think as an adult. So my confidence in believing in self, it started from 8 years old. And I always say, I like to make impossible possible. And that's how I am,
mm,
because I believe in
mm.
myself and I believe I can do it. And I believe there's nothing I can't do really in the world, because I believe in myself. And even when somebody says to me in my only quality people circle, oh, that's not going to be possible, I just say, I like to make impossible possible. And that's it.
Wow, wow. So it have a lot to do with your conversion, what you converted from your mouth, and also you have a lot to do with what you have belief or confidence in. All right, everyone joining us. This is coming to you from the African Portal Radio TV International, live and direct from our studio here in Pretoria, South Africa. We are having a very great time with this great author. She's also a motivational speaker, which I'm going to get to that shortly. And also, she's the author of the book that says, you just have to go back and get one for yourself. Go now and get one for yourself. overcome the hardship. I know there's a hardship everywhere. People are suffering. There is so much happening in the world. But for you to overcome it, go and grab the copy of this book, read it, apply every stage into that situation. And you will see that situation turning around. And you will see things happening in your life. Things that people have write you off that you will never achieve in your life. You will see yourself achieving it. That is what we are here for tonight. And that is what it's going to be all about. This book is one of the books that give me a lot of joy. Since day one, when she introduced this book to me, I know that this is a book to read. I'm going to get a copy of myself, of it as well. And I'm going to get a copy for myself that I'm going to read it as well and also apply every step that is in there into my own daily life. All right, let's get to this. Let's look at your childhood memory. You mentioned a bit of it, but you only started from the age of 8. Let's go back. Let's look at your educational background. Let's look at your childhood experience or childhood memory. What is it like?
Well, the life before war, it was wonderful. I was also going in good school. I was getting qualified at that time as well. I came from respected family from my both sides, from my dad's side, from my mom's. The life was beautiful. We had everything. We had like my parents had their jobs. I was educating in school. We had an absolutely normal, brilliant life that we would never wanted to leave our country, Bosnia, at all. We just wanted
Hmm.
to stay there and enjoy our life. But like I said, everything changed when the war happened. We didn't have choice, and we never wanted to go out of our country because we had a brilliant life. My mom was alive then. My hero was alive. And what else I need? If I have her, I have everything. Because you see, even that I lost her when I was young age, she was my leader. She was my everything. I learned everything from her. Even my book is dedicated to my mom, which is watching us even now from heaven. So the life was brilliant because my hero was that. She was leader, my first teacher. You see, I always say the first leading or teaching for every single of us, it starts from home. Because if you had as a child quality, respectful, bringing up, no matter where you go in the world, in whichever country you go, you're not going to let anybody to change you. You're going to be the same person as like for example, as my mom in heaven taught me. So I dedicate all I do now around the world and in UK. I do it because of my mom. Because when I was sad and crying, and when I lost her for 2 months, I was crying, to be honest, 24 hours. But then
Hmm.
once I was dreaming, and she told me, I don't want you to cry. I want you to succeed in your life, my dear daughter, just like I am alive, because I can still see you from heaven. And that just made me
Hmm.
cope. After that dream, I just said, no more crying. I'm going to succeed as more. And I remember that time as well. In Bosnian school, I received all A's. All A's. I was the best pupil in the school because I wanted to do
Hmm.
it I wanted to do it for my mom and I wanted to do it for myself. So from that
Hmm.
moment as well, my confidence of believing in myself has happened and it's going to stay with me. And I'm passing all this like to my daughter. And it will continue my family generations like that because that's what we born for.
Hmm. Hmm. All right, everyone joining us, I am very sure that you are enjoying this conversation. Oh, wow, this is lovely. Thank you very much for all this you are sharing with us. Let's talk about the reason why you decide to go to UK. Why UK among every other country?
The UK is the country. You see, I speak few languages, to be honest, but English is the most my favorite language was always. And there was a few people from my country as well that came here before me. So I decided I want to come to UK because the UK is the country full of opportunities,
That's
full
right.
of opportunity. So that's why I decided to come to UK because I knew the UK is the country full of opportunities. No matter which way you decide to go, you will be able to achieve something, in your life. So that was the main reason.
Wow. Wow, I love that. So let's talk about you being there, adding value. Have you ever think of going back to your home country? If yes, when last you visited your own country?
I visited my last country a few years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. And before that, I usually go on holiday every year.
Hmm.
At the moment, I feel that UK is my second home. So I would not go back to Bosnia now because I have spent nearly whole my life in UK, and in Bosnia, I only spent 8 years of my life. So I
Hmm.
have two homes, which I always represent myself when they asking you, who am I always say, I'm your proud Bosnian British sister. Because I have two homes. I have two homes,
Hmm.
and it's gonna always stay like that. Because all my life I'm living here. My daughter's born here. So this is our home now. And we still
All
go
right.
and visit there on holiday.
Hmm. 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 All right. Let's talk about the hardship that is on the ground now, which is the war here and there, which is the challenges facing. On which topic or which chapter of your book you talk about the peace that come within? Is there any part of your book where you're talking about the peace that come within? That's you matter what happen, you will have inner peace. Do you have any of your book where you talk about
Yes, after my chapter 1, Survivor, it's a chapter 2. So after this war challenges, how I survive that. So peace is an important factor in our life. The world needs peace. The whole world needs peace. And we have to all work on that because people also need to believe, and all leaders in whole countries, that life is too short. There is no need for any kind of war. The war has not brought anything good to anyone at all. The world needs peace. We all need peace in our life, whether it's outside peace or inner peace. You see, you can have anything in your life, but if you don't have that inner peace, you don't feel happy. You don't feel happiness. So why do some people leave even relationships, even if they've been married to a person for 10, 15, 20 years? I'll tell you why. Because the main thing is they can't feel any peace in that relationship or marriage. They don't feel happy. But here also, I want to say the courage is very important. It's not easy to leave the relationship for 10, 15, 20 years or marriage. That we need courage. And only strong people can come out of that sort of relationship. Because I'll tell you, I've been through it myself. I went through divorce 5 years ago. It was not good experience, but I knew that for my health and myself, my physical and mental health, that inner peace is more important than anything else in the life. Because I could have house, I could have good car, but if I don't have that inner peace inside, I don't feel happy. So I
True.
had to take courage and take that step. And finally, thanks to God, I'm finally feeling that inner peace in myself. And that's what's important. Peace. World needs peace. We always, as an individual, need outside peace and inner peace. But if you feel the pain inside, what's going to take that pain? When we get the peace, whether it's out from outside peace or whether
From
the most important inner peace inside.
hmm. Wow, wow. I love that. As a you mentioned last time that you are motivational speaker. I want you to motivate somebody out there that is struggling with the peace of mind. Somebody out there that is overwhelming now, the challenges of life. I've not paid my rent, my bills is not being served, I don't have enough money, nothing is coming in. What from your own side, inside your book, with the energy that you have, I want you to advise somebody as a motivational speaker, motivate someone that is already give up on himself.
I'll say to him again or her, every problem has solution, and never give up on yourself. Because, like I said, the only solution at the moment when you can escape, it was the hardest for me, war. But if I could overcome war, these problems that you're having at the moment, it's nothing. It's nothing. Because there is 100 solution for your problem. But what you need to do, you need to, control your mindset. You need to stop thinking negative. You need to start thinking positive. Because at the moment your mindset is in negative, you give up on yourself, and now you're at that stage of your life where you think, I cannot do anything. I cannot achieve anything. My problems don't have any solution. I'm going to be always like this here. My life will not get better. But how about I say to you, throw that your negative thinking. Let's say no stinky thinking. But let's get you to the positive one, because we throwed it already. And always say positive affirmation each day when you get to. Just say, I can. I will find the solution for every single my problem, because I can and I will. I can do it. And when you repeat, when your mindsets become positive, then you start believing in yourself. Then this problem, like I said to you, it's become little. And when it becomes little, you already find the solution and it's gone. Because importance is our mindset here. Because positive thinking, positive outcome. Negative thinking, negative outcome. So we have to change our mindset, because our mindset is everything.
Hmm. Wow, our mindset is everything. I hope you have enjoyed this conversation. For those of you connecting with us, and for those of you will be watching it later, I really appreciate it. This is coming to you from the African Portal Radio TV International. How to overcome your hardship, or how to conquer fear, is what is gaining momentum on the African Portal on this special day, Good Friday, when the Christians across the globe and celebrate the death of our Lord Jesus Christ. In 3 days' time, he will arise again. We say, death, where is your power? And that is what is gaining momentum right here. We're having a beautiful conversation with this great woman of our time. And we are talking about the how to overcome. You need to overcome. You need to come out of it. You need to come out of that addiction. You need to come out of that challenges. You need to come out of those things that is easily weigh you down. You need to focus more on God. You need to believe that with God in you, you can do it. With him in you, you can stand. So stand, believe. And I can guarantee you, when you stand and believe and have faith in yourself, and you don't give up on yourself, you will definitely get to your destination. And your destination is the glory that God has designed for you, that needs to be revealed to the people that sees you or in your life. So to do that, go out there, go and grab the copy of this book. Please show me that book again. I just want to see it again and again on the screen. Just put it before the camera. Let everyone sees it. Let everyone sees it. This is coming from this great woman. Supports go out there, go and grab your copy. Overcoming hardship. So much hardship, friendly, mentally, maritally, education-wise. I don't care what it is, but go and grab the copy of this book. Read, read, and read, and apply it to your life step by step. Application is the proof of learning. So apply it on a daily basis. Set yourself, give yourself a target. Say to yourself, I am the best. Look at yourself at the mirror. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter who is laughing at you. It doesn't matter even though the money is not coming in. Believe in yourself. Hold on there. Confess the best for yourself. Tell yourself, I am rich, I'm not poor. Tell yourself, I'm head, I'm not the tail. Tell yourself, I can do it. Tell yourself, I can make it. Tell yourself, yes, it will happen in my life for good. Tell yourself, it doesn't matter what the darkness is doing right now. My Redeemer liveth. So those are the conventions that can take you out of the hardship. All right, great woman, before we call it a day out of this program, we just have less than 12 minutes to round up this section. Let's look at the page. How many pages did this book has? I've not been really go through the pages.
It's about 59 pages.
59 pages. So how many chapters?
So it's got hold on. It's got 8 chapters.
8 chapters.
Now,
The last chapter.
And I'll just open the chapter 8, which says take small steps.
Wow.
So when we overcome in the hardship, it's important to start. And to start taking that first small steps. Because if we start today from the darkness and not believing in ourselves, if we start tomorrow to take that one small step, then you're gonna start believing in yourself. And then next day you will do the 2 steps. Then the third day 3. And that's how all these steps in my book gonna help you how to overcome no matter what kind of hardships. And then on the end of the book, it tells you after you overcome this, how to go up and become successful again. And I am the proof of it. I'm the proof of it. I've been through it. And look, and because of I don't regret any of my hardships. Because all this hardship has made me the person who I am today.
Wow. I love that. I love that. The hardship is what makes you the strong woman that you are today. And your life has been an example to somebody out there. Somebody's watching us and listening to our conversation and say, I need to meet up with this lady. I need to follow her. You can do that on social media. Go to your social media. She's on Facebook. She's on Twitter. She's on Instagram. Go and find her. Get more information and get to know more about her. The book is selling, and I want you to be part of it so that you will not say they didn't tell us. I am announcing it right now on the African Portal. Overcoming the hardship is already out, not in a crook way, not in a funny way, but in a legit way. And the way to it, step-by-step process for you to achieve the greatness is in this book. And I really want to thank those of you sharing it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate every one of you. And for those of you that believe in this vision and the call, thank you very much for supporting us and for coming into a part of this great time. We are looking forward to see you again on the African Portal, great woman. We are going to be bringing you back. This is just an introduction. And I believe that when next we call on you, you will love to be here.
Thank you for having me, and God bless you all.
All right. Okay, don't go yet. We haven't rounded up yet. You're talking about the chapter 8. You're talking about the process. You're talking about how many steps you need to take. And you're talking about all that. All right. Beyond that, what is your advice to everyone that have got a copy of this book and everyone that will be getting the copy of this book, especially in the countries where there is war?
The war is for message for them. Do not ever lose the hope and have a faith in God. And if the whole world has given up on you, just believe the God has never and the God never gives up on us. He's there for us 24 hours. You see, people come and go in our lives. Nobody cannot be with us 24 hours. But have a hope, believe in God, keep praying, because God is with you. And when is God with you, nobody can do anything to you. So have a faith, because I've been through it. I've seen all of that. I've seen all that pain. I know the world does not, some of the part of the world doesn't support you, but it doesn't matter. Don't look at those who don't support you. Look at those who support you. And we are part of it. We are supporting you. I'm supporting you from UK. We got African Portal. You got support from Africa. We have not forgotten you. We have not forgotten you, and we will never forget you. And as the person which went through the same, every day I feel your pain, but you will out of it, and at the end, you will be stronger. And I'm gonna look for somebody after that, and we're gonna make your story on my platform, on African Portal. And we can't wait to meet you. Oh, especially all these children, which are beautiful children, which they're not even understanding what's going on. Like when I was too small, they're too small to understand. But hopefully with help of God, you're going to be on the other side. And we want to hear your stories as well. Because you got support. If you don't have support from some main people in the countries around the world, which just sending negative message, remember, there is positive people which support you from every single country. And we pray for you all.
All right. Thank you very much. Before we call it a day, there is a question. If I don't ask that question, people will be like, what? You need to ask this question. Okay. What is keeping you going? Where do you derive the energy? What is motivating you? And where do you get the strength to continue?
My energy comes as well from the words of my mother. I promised my mom while she was dying nearly in front of me. I promise to her I will keep going her legacy no matter what. No matter what I've been through it, she was my strongest leader in my life. And I said to her, I will continue that in our family. And I will be passing on to my daughter. So my main strength is God, my mom, my daughter, and the people which have helped me and supported me through my challenges. And I will be always there for those people, because like they say, when we overcoming or going through the hardships in our life, then we see who's our real family members and who's are our really true friends. And that's what's kept me going. Because no matter what, as you know, I've been in hospital on Wednesday. I had the people to lift me up, to pray for me. And that's why it's important to surround yourself with people like that in your life. Because they're not near me. They're not near me. They're not in house. Some of them are right at the end of the world. But when you have that support, or even this video call, trust me, you can overcome anything in your life, because they lift you up when you are at your lowest. And then once you lift it, your confidence gets back and you become successful again. So surround yourself with people like that.
Wow. Watch your company, watch the people you walk around with, watch your friend. Surround yourself with people that really matter. People that share the same vision, the same dream. People that see you successful or flourishing and they are happy with you. Surround yourself with with such people, and you will see yourself flying, you see yourself succeeding, you see yourself making it. All right, before we call it a day, I want to give you 55 seconds to say thank you to everyone that have been part of your journey, especially that have been part of your book. Quickly say thank you to everyone.
I first want to thank God for everything. I want to thank to all my brothers and sisters around the world, because they're all around the world. I want to say thank you to people which prayed for me when I couldn't even pray for me. I want to thank God for everything first, because without his help, I wouldn't be alive. So God, I thank God for everything. Every my sentences, I thank God for everything. Do you know why we need to be thankful to God, and why I don't get tired to say all the time thank you to God? Because if the God does not get tired waking us up each day, we should never get tired saying thank you to him every day.
We should never be tired to say thank you to God every day for the gift of life. That you are still standing, that is a proof that God is faithful. We already exhaust the time. We have just 15 seconds to round up this program. And I'm still enjoying it. I'm still feeling like keeping you here, having this conversation, but the time will not permit us to continue. All right, I will call on you again. I will bring you back again, and we are going to continue with the conversation. And your book will continue to be on the spotlight on the African Portal Radio TV International. If you have not got your copy, go out there, go and grab your copy. Now, Overcoming Hardship. Get your copy. Read, talk about it. Advise us. Let's know how you feel about it. God bless every one of you that you are connecting. I really appreciate your time, and I really celebrate every one of you born on this special day. Happy birthday to everyone born on this special day. Let's call it a day from here. Let's say goodbye from here. because we're coming back again to continue with this conversation. Through this book, you will see your way through to life. Through this book, you will achieve more. Everything that you need to move forward in this hard time, go and grab that copy, read it, apply it, and you will see the result. Go out there. Overcoming Hardship is the book from this great woman of our time. She's live and direct on the African Portal Radio TV International. We're selling this product to everyone. You cannot avoid not to have one. Go out there. Go and grab your copy. It's available on all social media as well. So, by the grace of God, we will see ourselves again tomorrow. It's going to be a great time tomorrow. Don't change the dial. Stay there. Keep watching. Keep sharing. Keep talking about it. This is the African Portal Radio TV International. Saying good night to everyone. We draw the curtain here. We open the curtain again tomorrow. I will bring you back by the grace of God very, very, very soon. We will be back again to have this conversation. Remember when we are starting the program, we say it's going to be 1 hour. We're already 2 minutes above the 1 hour, and I'm still enjoying it. All right. So let's pause here. We're coming back. Probably I'm going to speak to you behind the program. Maybe we can have a series whereby we go through the book and break it down one by one, motivate someone until when we got the result, until when we see our community is free of war, until we see the peace reigning in our nations. Inner peace is one of the best things that you need to have. When you have inner peace, peace that comes within, it will help you. It will make you flow. It will make you forget the pain, and it will make you to see light where there is darkness. I celebrate every one of you connecting. Thank you for the pleasure of your time. And I celebrate you as well, my guests in the studio. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming out. This is the African Portal Radio TV International. By the time we come back next time, we're going to talk about your language in Bosnia, and I'm going to talk about my language as well. It's going to be a very interesting section, and it's going to be a very engaging section. So keep well. Let's call it a day. I'm not sure if you still have something you want to say, or should we just pause here and continue again?
I just want to thank you for having me on your amazing portal, and I just want to thank you all audience, and it was lovely to be your guest. And like you said, we should be doing something else. So all our audience, you should stay tuned for our next episodes. And I just want to say God bless you all, and we shall all see you soon.
Okay, everyone. We will see you soon. And today is Good Friday. Remember, it's public holiday. It's a beautiful, lovely time where you need to spend time with family. So this is our greeting for this Good Friday from the African Portal to everyone. Happy Good Friday to everyone joining us from our studio here in Pretoria, South Africa, the African Portal. We celebrate everyone, and we really appreciate your time. Keep watching it, keep sharing it. To advertise on this page, call us on +277033584 to support, because you cannot do it alone. You cannot achieve it if you cannot come in to be part of it. And you mentioned it as well. If you are doing things and there is no support, so we need support. We need support. We need your support. So let's do it together. I really appreciate everyone in England that's watching this program or will be watching it later. And at the same time, everyone in your home country as well. I'm very sure you're going to send it to people in your home country as well. Probably we need to do some interpretation but I'm sure English also is a universal language. So, and every other language also is the universal. There is nothing special about English. Every other language as special as English. All right, African Portal, we believe in Africa. Africa is our business, and we say thank you for the pleasure of your time. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it, and I celebrate you. And I believe that the next time we meet again is going to be a great time. Keep smiling, keep talking about it. Don't give up. Don't give up. God bless you all. See you again. Goodbye from here. Bye for now. Thank you. And bye-bye.
Worship you, my God, for you are worthy of my praise. Jehovah, there is no God like you in the whole universe. I've searched all over the world.